that, I bring to the notice of the Nigerian Senate the very, very pitiable situation of civil servants in Kogi State. Mr. President, today in my state we live in perilous times. We live in times of vicissitude and vacillation. Mr. President, the social media and the newspapers have been awash few days with Mr. President, the unfortunate incident of a civil servant who committed suicide upon receiving the information that his wife gave birth to triplets. This civil servant is being owed 11 months' salary. When he heard this good news, he decided to take his life by hanging himself. This story is all over. 3 days ago, it's all over the YouTube. Another civil servant was seen crying because he couldn't provide 3,000 naira for drugs for his sick child. Unfortunately, the child died. Mr. President, this is just 2 out of hundreds of incidents in Kogi State. Mr. President, as representative of the people, we cannot keep quiet when such is happening in one of the 36 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If you take Kogi State, map out of Nigeria, there can never be Nigeria. As I speak to you, Mr. President, workers are being owed salaries between 16 and 21 months. Unfortunately, the Kogi State government reacted to the death of the man who committed suicide. And what did they say? Official statement by the state government was that the man is not owed 11 months' salary, he was owed only 9 months' salary. Mr. President, the president of Nigerian Labour Congress yesterday did a national press conference and alerted Nigerians that he is appealing to Nigerians. It's in all newspapers today. It was on news yesterday. He's calling on Nigerians to please give relief material to civil servants in Kogi State because they have been declared as internally displaced persons. Not only that, he has now given a warning that there's going to be a massive protest and procession in the length and breadth of Kogi State. Mr. President, all these put together have the potency of making the state ungovernable. So I want to call on Mr. President as the political leader of the North Central not to keep quiet on this matter. How many people will kill themselves in Kogi State before we react? So I call on Mr. President to please not only intervene, but see President Muhammadu Buhari to bring to his attention the outrageously calamitous situation in Kogi State. We need immediate intervention. Salaries of workers must be paid, their emoluments must be paid, pensioners must be paid. We don't want more people to commit suicide in Kogi State.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, Senator Dino. You have noted. Leader of the Senate.